Wow. Spend enough time on a backwater like Ord Mantell, you almost forget what a civilized planet's supposed to look like. I did my officer training here, back before I was deployed to Ord Mantell. There was still a fair bit of reconstruction going on then. Rebuilding things the Imperials destroyed. I still can't believe the Empire managed to sack Coruscant back in the war. The capital of the entire Republic, and they raided it like some outer rim mudball.
Seems like the Empire would have tried to hold on to Coruscant.
Nah, they didn't bring the numbers to actually take over. It was a psych op. Sack Coruscant, scare everyone in the Republic. Get people thinking that nobody's safe. Anyways, we should get moving. Don't want to keep anyone important waiting.
Yes, Senator, that's exactly what I'm saying. I can assure you that I've seen no shred of proof supporting these rumors of a defection within Spec Force Division.
General, surely you understand. We need more than just your assurances in a matter of this.
My assurances are what you're getting, Senator. They'll have to be enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I seem to have a guest.
But General...
Impeccable timing, Lieutenant. I'm General Garza. It's good to finally meet you in person.
It's an honor to be here, General.
I have to congratulate you. Surviving the ordeal on Ord Mantell took skill and courage. I'm impressed.
Just doing my duty.
All the same, you got more done than most other soldiers would have in the situation. Sergeant Jorgen, I'm pleased to have you with us as well. General Vander holds you in very high regard.
Thank you, sir. But General Vander has an odd way of showing his regard.
Vander did the best he could for you, Sergeant. And I'd say a position in the Republic's most decorated Special Forces squad is doing very well indeed. It's regrettable about Tavis and the others. I knew they were upset, but I never imagined they would be so foolish as to defect. Nevertheless, whatever your former squad mates once were to us, they are now extremely dangerous enemies of the Republic.
If we have to kill Tavis and the others, then we have to kill them.
I'm glad I can depend on you to do what's necessary, Lieutenant.
So, let's load up a strike shuttle and hunt Tavis and the rest of them down like the scum they are.
I would very much like to give that order, Sergeant, but I'm afraid we've discovered some new information since you left Ord Mantell. Our intelligence shows that hundreds of other Special Forces soldiers have followed Tavis and defected to the Empire. In short, Lieutenant, we have a catastrophe on our hands.
I can't believe so many soldiers could abandon our cause.
It's a dire situation, but we aren't out of options yet. We have one powerful asset that Tavis and his followers haven't planned for. You. Tavis believes you're dead on Ord Mantell, and that Havoc's defection is still a secret. Right now, Tavis will be securing his armament and supplies. We need to cut those supply lines while he isn't expecting it.
Tavis is with the Empire now. Wouldn't they keep him supplied?
The Sith Empire welcomes our defectors, but they're not going to equip men whose loyalty isn't proven. Tavis will need other sources. In the past, when Havoc needed supplies outside of the normal Republic channels, they purchased the items from underworld groups here on Coruscant. I have units working to cut off these underworld sources, but two organizations are proving difficult. The Black Sun and the Migrant Merchants Guild.
I'll take care of these people for you, sir.
You'll begin with the Migrant Merchants Guild. Our intelligence indicates that they're supplying Tavis with a full platoon of advanced war droids. Your mission, in the broad strokes, will be to locate the droid shipments going to Tavis and destroy them.
I'll see it done.
One of my people, Corporal Garum, will meet you outside the Migrant Merchant Guild's territory with the full operational details. These missions are critical, Lieutenant. Our future success or failure is contingent on how well supplied Tavis and his followers are.
I won't fail.
Good. The safety of the entire Republic depends on your success. I'll be observing your operations from here through your armor cam. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Up and at 'em.
Lieutenant, Corporal Garum, sir. Ready to brief you on the Migrant Merchants Guild at your command, sir.
Let's get down to business.
Here's the situation, sir. The Migrant Merchants Guild is a criminal organization comprised primarily of non-humans whose homes were destroyed by the Empire's assault on Coruscant. They began squatting in this district and refused to leave when Republic security tried to push them out. There's been an uneasy truce ever since.
I hope my mission doesn't make the situation worse.
Yes, sir. But the mission has to come first. General Garza informed me that your primary target within the Guild is a cyborg inventor named Krell. Reports indicate that Krell's strength and speed are at least triple the human norm, with genius-level intelligence to boot. Taking him down will be a real challenge, sir.
I'll stay alert.
Additionally, Krell has designed and constructed a full platoon of advanced war droids that we believe are intended for Tavis and the other Spec Force traitors.
A full platoon is a lot of firepower to lose. Tavis is really gonna feel this one.
General Garza wants all of Krell's war droids neutralized before they can be shipped out, sir.
What's so advanced about these war droids?
Heavy armor, multiple integrated weapon systems, and advanced combat and targeting logic, sir. The deadliest droids money can buy. Krell has his war droids patrolling the Migrant Merchants Guild base. General Garza wants them all found and destroyed.
Consider it done.
That concludes the briefing, sir. Good luck and good hunting.
Here.
Republic scum! Do you really believe you can come here and destroy my creations without conscience? When you die here today, your feeble Republic will learn what it means to meddle in my work.
Have you been practicing that line?
You're a brave fool, aren't you? But bravery cannot save you. You're far too late. My plans are already in motion. Soon the people of this world will be brought to their knees by my greatest creations, my masterpieces.
What are you talking about, Krell?
I have taken ordinary humans off the streets and implanted several of them with advanced cybernetic enhancements. Their abilities now rival even my own. The cyborg's enhancements are internal and undetectable. The subjects themselves don't know who among them was augmented, and neither will anyone else, until it's much too late.
If you're waiting for me to be impressed, then get comfortable.
Think whatever you wish. You'll soon be dead. After you've been dealt with, I'll release my creations back to their normal lives, to wait until my hidden programming activates.
This guy's full of it. I don't buy any of this.
Once my masterpieces begin their work, the people of Coruscant will never be safe again.
That's not gonna happen.
You can do nothing to stop it. All you can do now is die. Destroy her!
Come in, Lieutenant. I want you to move immediately and destroy the cyborgs that Krell created. We need to deal with them now before they can disappear into the normal population. These situations are never easy. These people did not choose to be what they now are, but many more lives could be at stake. You'll have to eliminate Krell's creations.
The threat will be neutralized.
Good. I'm glad I can count on you. I'll contact you when it's finished. Garza out.
This is a waste of time. We should be going after the traitors, not gunning people down just because some madman said they're dangerous.
We do what the General said. Talking about it just wastes more time.
You're the boss.
Stay back. The door's locked and sealed. You can't get in. We heard all of the fighting, and we heard you talking to that freak Krell. We're not coming out until you swear you won't hurt us.
Just open the door, let's talk about this.
But we're not cyborgs. I'd know if I was some half-machine freak. This is insane.
You out there. Listen, I'm not sure about these others, but I can assure you that I'm not a cyborg.
What? Are you calling me a freak like Krell? I am not a freak. Maybe you're the cyborg and you're trying to trick everyone.
I am not! He spent far more time operating on you than he did on me, so if anyone's...
Both of you, stop it! None of us are cyborgs. That's all there is to it.
Prove you aren't cyborgs and I'll let you go.
What do you mean, prove we aren't cyborgs? You might as well ask us to prove we're not Rancors. It's obvious, isn't it? This is insane. Even if a few of us are cyborgs, would you really murder all of us just to be sure none of the cyborgs escape?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but there's no other choice.
Please, soldier, think this through. Cyborgs or not, we haven't done anything wrong. There's no reason to kill us.
Give me your names and identification numbers and I'll let you go.
What? So you can track us all down and kill us later? No way.
If it gets us out of here alive, then it's worth it. We'll put the information on a datapad for you, soldier. Okay. Stand back. I'm going to open the door. Here's the datapad, soldier. Thank you for sparing us. Let's go home, everyone.
I better not find out you were dangerous after all.
We won't harm anyone. I swear it. Thanks again, soldier. Farewell.
Lieutenant, my orders were perfectly clear. Eliminate Krell's cyborgs.
With all due respect, General, I could not obey those orders.
My orders are not polite suggestions, Lieutenant. You don't choose to follow them. You follow them. Lieutenant, when you are on a mission, you listen to my orders. Then your brain, then your heart, in that order. There's no room for sentiment in our line of work. There should be similarly little room for it in you, or we're doomed to fail.
I'm always gonna do what I think is right.
Then you won't last very long at all. Return to my office now. We need to discuss your next assignment. Garza out.
On your feet.
Ah, Lieutenant. I trust no more needs to be said about your work against the Migrant Merchants Guild. Let's move on to your next target, the Black Sun, a powerful organization composed of Coruscant's most violent criminals. Black Sun has a wide network of sources providing them with the deadliest weaponry available, including a powerful nerve agent that they're selling to Tavis in bulk.
Just what is this stuff capable of?
I don't have the exact specifications on hand, but it's among the most deadly nerve gases in existence. You'll need to be cautious. A Spec Force Sergeant Jaxo has carried out some advanced reconnaissance of Black Sun's headquarters. You'll rendezvous with her for a detailed plan of attack. We can't risk any of this nerve gas falling into Tavis's hands, Lieutenant. Use all necessary force. Dismissed.
Hey there, you must be the new Havoc CO. I'm Jaxo. It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you too, Sergeant.
Hope you're ready for some fun, Lieutenant. You've got your work cut out for you. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Travorus. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
Can't say I'm too excited about being near this stuff.
No joke. Volunteers aren't exactly lining up for the pleasure. Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Travorus, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Travorus completely inert on contact. Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah, but you'll have to shoot your way past Black Sun's toughest enforcers to do it. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
I can do this in my sleep. Maybe I will.
One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
I'll be sure to stay alert, Sergeant.
I'm sure you can handle yourself, but I wanted to be sure you got all the facts. Once you've taken care of the Travorus canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Up and at 'em.
Hey, you're back. Was the Op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Trevorus?
Mission complete.
How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
I found the case, but there wasn't anything inside.
Ridiculous.
That's a bit of a setback. We hoped the case might have weapons or tech that could lead us to Black Sun suppliers. Thanks for trying. I'm sure if there was anything to be found, you would have found it. Guess we're through here then. It's been fun, Lieutenant. I hope we get to run together again sometime.
Good day, Sergeant.
See you around, Lieutenant.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
You're on your own, General.
I'm afraid your help is mandatory. Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
We don't have time for this, General.
I'm aware of that, Lieutenant, but we have no choice in the matter. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I'm barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
It's my duty to provide accurate information to the Senate.
And I would certainly never advise you against keeping the Senate fully informed of our activities, Lieutenant. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
As if we didn't have enough problems already.
Lieutenant, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of the Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
You think I'd be here if I had any say in the matter?
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
That's right, Senator.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator. My squad defected right in front of me.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
I don't believe there were any such signs, Senator.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
Sergeant Jorgen worked closely with everyone. He should have known.
You son of a...
We have not asked for your input at this time, Sergeant Jorgen. Please remain silent. I have one final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
Tavis said the Republic left Havoc to die on Ando Prime. Is that true?
As I said, Lieutenant, that subject is classified. You needn't trouble yourself about it.
Your part in this inquiry is concluded. You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. It's unfortunate that you weren't able to confirm the contents of that strange red case Sergeant Jaxo spotted, but at least the primary objective was completed.
I thought it best to focus on the immediate threat, sir.
In the future, I would prefer you achieve all assigned objectives. And whatever you hope to achieve with your Senate testimony, you certainly didn't make my job any easier.
This isn't about making your job easy, General.
The easier my job is, the easier your job is, Lieutenant. Try to keep that in mind. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Carden, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis's former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
That guy must be 100 years old by now. Who cares what he's doing?
Don't underestimate this man, Lieutenant. He may not be young anymore, but he's no less dangerous for it. Carden resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Tavis told me that Ando Prime was the reason for Havoc's defection. What happened on that planet?
We sent Havoc to Ando Prime to cut off an Imperial offensive, but the enemy numbers were much bigger than Intel had led us to believe. When we tried to dispatch an extraction team, the Senate shut down the entire operation. We were causing an incident and breaching the peace. Bureaucrats. Havoc was left with no support and no way home. But in spite of insurmountable odds, Carden led Havoc out of there alive.
Havoc Squad really was betrayed by the Senate.
They were put in a terrible situation, Lieutenant, but that doesn't excuse their actions. Carden resigned as soon as he learned the truth, and Tavis took over the squad. They were never quite the same. What is important now is that we've discovered Jack Carden's location. I want you to bring him in at all costs.
You don't want me to take Carden out?
If possible, I'd like you to capture Carden alive. If he is involved in the defection, he could provide us with invaluable intelligence. The vigilante group Carden is working with is called the Justicars Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
Why do we tolerate these hostile groups here on Coruscant?
Most areas are safe. These sectors are the last pockets of lawlessness, aftermath of the Imperial attack. Our surveillance shows that Carden spends most of his time in the Justicars' main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Carden is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I bet I won't even break a sweat.
Carden led the best soldiers in the entire Republic. Don't underestimate him. I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Listen to me, Carden. Helping you has already put my operation. You listen to me, Carden. Helping you has already put my operation at risk. You will do exactly as I say, when I say, or
you'll what, Captain? I'm not one of your lock-stepping drones. This part of the op is mine. End of discussion.
How dare you?
Intruders! Put those blasters on the floor, soldiers. Nice and slow.
Unless you want to die, you should follow your own advice.
It's over, Carden. You, the imps, Tavis, you're all going down.
Not gonna happen, soldier. Now drop that weapon before... Havoc badge. Was this a joke? No. You must be the new recruit Tavis told me about. So you survived after all. Can't say I'm surprised, honestly. Havoc always did recruit the best.
I don't want to hurt anyone, but I will.
You are persistent, soldier, I'll give you that. I'm impressed. I didn't think the old lady would send someone after me so quickly. After all these years, Garza still hasn't lost her edge.
What are you waiting for, Carden? Kill the whelp! Or do you lack the true resolve to fight for the Empire?
My loyalty is to Tavis, not to your Empire and not to anyone else. You want the trooper dead, you take care of it. I don't kill good soldiers. I'm heading down to the works to make sure everything is prepped.
You won't escape me for long, Carden.
Do yourself a favor and die now, soldier, before you get in any deeper over your head.
Open fire, men!
Come in, Lieutenant. Is it my imagination, or were those Imperial soldiers you just fought?
You must have finally lost it, Garza.
When I want a useless answer to a question, Lieutenant, I'll ask for it. This is serious. Imperial soldiers in uniform operating on the lower levels of Coruscant, and Republic security knows nothing about it? Incredible. We need to learn more about this link between the Justicars and the Empire. If they're hosting our enemies, they might have some useful information for us.
If the Justicars are hosting our enemies, they should be annihilated.
I agree, Lieutenant. But we should learn what we can before we grind these traitors into dust. Surveillance shows that the Justicars have their primary computer terminal in that base. Find the necessary access card and activate that computer terminal. My technicians can then slice in and uncover everything the Justicars and Imperials have been up to.
You really think the Justicars keep data on all of Cardin's activities?
As ex-military, I'm confident that they will have all their operations and personnel well documented. Just find the access card for the Justicar's primary computer terminal and activate it. My technicians will take care of the rest from here. Garza out. Good work, Lieutenant. My technicians are accessing the Justicar files now. Patrol schedules, supply manifests, prisoner records. Ah, Card and you. I think we've found what we're looking for, Lieutenant. You have a new target.
Are you saying the old man isn't my objective anymore?
Cardin is still an objective, but not your only objective. Cardin had the Justicars work with the Imperials to hijack and rebuild an abandoned Republic communications relay, down in an industrial area called the Works. Apparently Tavis and his followers are using this relay to route all of their interplanetary communications. If we destroy it, the traitors will be completely cut off from one another.
Nobody noticed the imps taking control of this relay? Heads better roll for this.
The relay was abandoned after it crashed down to the Works and went offline during the Imperial sack of Coruscant. According to their files, the Justicars found the relay on the surface several months ago and worked with the Imperials to rebuild it. I'm sending Sergeant Mathen to bring you the explosives you'll need to destroy the relay. He'll rendezvous with you shortly.
If your guy doesn't get here fast, I'll never catch up to Cardin.
Mathen is already en route, Lieutenant. You won't have to wait. One last thing. Cardin didn't seem to mesh with the Imperials. I don't think he's as convinced of their supremacy as his protégés are. You're sure to find him guarding that comm relay. Kill him if you have to, Lieutenant, but try to persuade him to surrender peacefully first.
What can I do to convince Cardin to come in?
Cardin's only concern is the safety of the former Havoc members. He may not be loyal to us, but he isn't loyal to the Empire either. Convince him that it's in the best interest of Tavis and the others for him to surrender. That's the best way to sway him.
Can't hurt to see if Cardin will listen to reason.
I know Jack Cardin, Lieutenant. Convince him that surrendering is the only way that everyone comes out of this alive, and we'll have him. Now, hurry and rendezvous with Sergeant Mathen. You'll need those explosives regardless of what happens with Cardin. Good luck. Garza out.
Hey there, LT. Sergeant Mathen reporting for duty with fun toys in tow, sir.
You must have really hauled to get here so fast.
What can I say, sir? Garza says run, so I run. First item of business is your detonator, sir. A Zerka Arms 53R high-yield thermite explosive. Guaranteed to get a party started. Or ended.
If it doesn't take the relay down, I won't be pleased, Sergeant.
Trust me, sir. Nothing to worry about. That bomb is a beast. Now, the comm relay you're going after is in the Works, an industrial area on the lower levels of Coruscant. It's a dangerous place, LT. Besides the Imperials you're bound to find, the rogue service droids down there will squash anyone they can get their big metal claws around.
This just keeps getting better.
Once you've made your way to the relay, plant that detonator on the generator coupling at the center and clear out of there before it goes off. That's all there is to it, LT. I won't hold you up any longer. Good luck.
Still alive, huh? You really should have gotten out of this while you were ahead, soldier. Now you're a risk to Tavis and the rest of my people. So Havoc Squad or not, I'm going to have to kill you.
If you cared about Tavis and the others, you wouldn't have let them defect.
I've made my choice. Tavis, Wraith, Needles, Gearbox, Fuse. They're like my children, and I abandoned them. I resigned and left them to fight alone, just to make a point. They need my help now more than ever. I'm not going to abandon them. Not this time.
The Imperials are the enemy. You aren't one of them.
The Republic came just as close to killing me as the Empire ever did. As far as I'm concerned, everyone's my enemy. I know you're trying to get into my head, soldier, but it's not going to work.
Think what you want, Garden. Doesn't make my point any less true.
All I know is that you're really trying my patience, soldier. I don't even understand what you're trying to convince me of here. I'm trying to keep my people alive, and it's your mission to kill them. That's all there is to this, soldier.
General Garza sent me to get your help. She wants to bring your people in alive.
Not sure if I buy that. But then again, if she sent you to kill me, we wouldn't still be talking, would we? You've already compromised the relay. Even if we take you out, it's only a matter of time until Garza has this place slagged for a click in every direction. And by now, Garza will know exactly where all the defector bases are. They'll be tethered banthas, cut off from each other and all...
Excuse me, sir, but shouldn't we be...
The Imperials might offer help, but it won't be much. They'll all be left to die.
They'll just get themselves killed if you don't help me. Can't you see that?
Damn, I can't believe it's come to this.
Sir?
All right, soldier, I'll go along with this. But if you harm a single one of my people, you will be dead within the day. Understood?
You have my word on it, Cardin.
Let's get on with this, soldier.
I can't allow you to go into enemy custody alive, Cardin.
Are you still here? The op's over, people. Finished. Mission failed. So get out of here while you still got the legs to carry you.
You leave me no choice, sir. Ready your weapons, men!
Reminds me of old times. Here's my weapon. Consider me surrendered. I'll make my way up to the Senate Tower and turn myself in. See what Garza wants to do next.
I'm glad to have you back on our side.
I never said I was on your side, soldier. I'm doing this for my people, not for your republic or anything else. Anyhow, I'm sure we'll meet again.
There's a relay down here that needs to be detonated.
Yeah, I suppose you've got a job to do. So much work down here for nothing. See you topside, soldier.
Let's go take out that relay and give Card's little baby something to think about.
Ah, the hero of the hour. I'm proud of you, Lieutenant. You've done well.
Another promotion sounds about right to me.
Another promotion so soon might raise a few flags. As impressed as I am, we need to keep a low profile for now. Jack Cardin walked up to the Senate Tower's front door and surrendered himself in broad daylight. I never thought I'd see the day. Cardin's help will give us quite an edge against Tavis and the others. I'm glad you could change his mind.
Cardin is more trouble than he's worth.
All the more reason to keep him where we can see him. The Justicar's computer files included messages relayed between 4 locations. Our technicians are working to pinpoint those locations now. There can be no doubt that the messages will lead us to the other traitors. Thanks to your efforts, we'll be able to bring them all to justice very soon.
Tavis and the others won't even know what hit them.
As it happens, we've already discovered the location of one of the Havoc traitors, Wraith. You remember Senator Krasul from your meeting with the Senate earlier? Wraith kidnapped him from his home just afterward. We've tracked them to a remote space station called Port Raga.
I can't see I'd miss Senator Krasul's charming personality.
It isn't your job to like him, it's your job to save him. One of our teams is already en route to Port Raga. They'll investigate the situation and give you a detailed report on arrival. You've accomplished some amazing things, Lieutenant, but there's no time for a break yet. Whatever Wraith is planning, we cannot allow her to succeed. Understood?
No sense wasting time with more talk.
Agreed. Havoc Squad requires its own starship for operational flexibility. Our ship has already been transferred to your command. It's waiting at the spaceport now.
You're the best CO ever.
Put it to good use, Lieutenant. Fly to Port Raga and meet with the advance team immediately. Your orders are to rescue Senator Krasul and capture or eliminate Wraith at all costs. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Let's get out there and take down some traitors.
Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Request permission to depart.
You are clear for departure. Have a pleasant flight.